Hello, everybody. I'm Abby.
I'm Steven.
And I'm Bradley from Chillin' at the Mic. And today we're actually going to start you off with our debate, which is going to be music versus movies.
After that, we'll be reviewing Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
And the last segment is an interview with Zeus about his music.
And our first song will be Blitzkrieg Bop by Rob Zombie.
we had a place, just our place, a home base, my headspace. With you and I always, but that face has been faced in our place. I see it on your face, a small trace, a blank slate within a race. But if we're way too faded to drive, you can stay one more night. We said we both love harder than we knew we could go, but still the hardest part is knowing when to let go. You wanted to go higher, higher, higher. Burn too bright, now the fire's gone. Watch it all fall down, Babylon. You show fuse, my half-truths are not amused. I wish we had a clue to start new, a white moon, no residue. The color of our mood is all rude, a cold June, we're not immune. But if we're way too faded to fight, you can stay one more night. We said we both love harder than we knew we could go, but still the hardest part is knowing when to let go. You wanted to go higher, higher, higher. You burned too bright, now the fire's gone. Watch it all fall down, Babylon. Harder than we knew we could go, but still the hardest part is knowing when to let go. You wanted to go higher, higher, higher. You burned too bright, now the fire's gone. Watch it all fall down. We said we both love harder than we knew we could go, but still the hardest part is knowing when to let go. You wanted to go higher.
I'm Abby,
And I'm Steven
and you're listening to Chilling at the Mic.
on mypulseradio.com.
Don't be that way. Fall apart twice a day. I just wish you could feel what you say. Show, never tell, but I know you too well. Got a mood that you wish you could sell. If teardrops could be bottled, there'd be swimming pools filled by models. Told a tight dresses
Hello, everybody. I'm Bradley.
And I'm Abby, and that was I Don't Want to Be You Anymore by Billie Eilish.
And we actually have a special guest with us today. It is our own Hunter boy, Hunter Franklin.
Hey, what's poppin', kids?
All right, so he's actually going to be joining us for a debate today, and our debate is actually going to be video versus music. Do you like to watch stuff or do you like to listen stuff? Abby?
Personally, I like to watch stuff because there's so many possibilities you can do with film and videos and YouTube and stuff like that. There's so many possibilities.
Hunter?
Well, you see, I prefer music because visual stuff, it's a little boring sometimes. I prefer listening to stuff. Abby's also boring, so, you know.
Oh, okay. Just roast the Abby. Okay. See, personally, I'm on the side of music because while video is great and you can do so much with film editing, special effects, you can make magic out of nothing just by letting people watch stuff, inspire a lot of people. Music lets you, at any time, you can read, you can do other stuff while listening to something and not have to worry about it. You can listen to stuff and it calms your mind, it releases all of those nice chemicals in your brain that says, hey, you feel good. But you can't really do that with video. I mean, sure, you can put yourself in the shoes of the characters in the video, but you can't just relax and just feel yourself while you're,
Watching the video.
Yeah. But with music, you can just relax and not have to worry about much. Clears your mind.
But with the music part and how it calms you down, what about music videos? How does that work?
Music videos are like if you want to put something behind the music that you listen to while still listening to the music. Music videos, they notice not a lot of songs actually do have music videos if you look at the actual, whole entire gist of it. Only, one song per album that comes out actually has a music video. That's because
you're Melanie Martinez and you do every single song.
Yeah, but we're not going to mention that.
Yeah.
Anyway, but, you can see how things like one of the newer released So Long and Thanks for All the Fish by A Perfect Circle. It puts a representation behind the song. It puts more what the artist themselves feel about the actual song itself. While you can still listen to the song later and still feel exactly how you felt whenever you listened to it before, you see how the artist, represents with that song, how they feel with that song. What about you, Hunter? How do you feel about the whole thing?
Well, you see, I think music videos, some are stupid, but some are pretty good. I won't lie. I prefer music because, I don't like to watch stuff when I'm trying to do other things. When I listen to music, it's because I'm either playing a game or doing homework or something like that. Watching stuff, it's distracting, so I use music as sort of a way to just, focus and all that stuff. And, music videos distract from that, and that's mostly why I prefer music over just videos.
All right, well, to try to start wrapping it up, Abby, put a pin in it. What you got, to end the whole thing on? What note you got?
Video is better than music.
Music is better than video.
Music is a lot more calming and more accessible than videos are, and they're also more calming. So that's going to wrap up our debate segment. I think this was a nice debate. I'm glad that we had Hunter here.
We missed recording with him.
Yes,
I'm
we missed
still
recording.
alive.
No,
Yeah.
he's not. Don't worry about it.
Oh, man.
And finally, that'll wrap up our debate segment. The next song will be Ballroom Blitz by Sweet.
So hard living with the things you do to me. My things are getting so strange. I like to tell you everything I see.
Oh, I see a man in the back. As a matter of fact, his eyes are as red as the sun. And the girl in the corner, let no one ignore her, 'cause she thinks she's the passionate one. Oh, yeah, it's like lightning.
Everybody was frightening, and the music was soothing, and they all started grooving. And the man at the back said, everyone attack, and they turned into a ballroom blitz. And the girl in the corner said, boy, I wanna rock it, it'll turn into a ballroom blitz. Ballroom blitz. Ballroom blitz. Ballroom blitz. Ballroom blitz.
Reaching out for something, touching nothing's all I ever do. I softly call you over, when you appear there's nothing left in you.
And the man at the back is ready to crack as he raises his hands to the sky. And the girl in the corner is everyone's corner. She could kill you with a wink of her eye.
Oh, yeah, it was electric, so frankly hectic. And the band started leaving, 'cause they all stopped breathing. And the man at the back said, everyone attack, and it turned into a ballroom blitz.
still goes on. I can't get used to living without you by my side. I don't want to live alone. Hey, God knows, got to make it on my own. So baby, can't you see? I've got to break free. I've got to break free. I want to break free. Yeah. I want to break
Remember when we first met? You said light my cigarette. So I lied to my mom and dad. I jumped the fence and I ran. But we couldn't go very far, 'cause you locked your keys in your car. So you sat and stared at my lips, and I could already feel your kiss. All nights and daydreams, sugar and smoke rings. I've been a fool for strawberries and cigarettes. Always taste like you. Headlights on me, racing through 16. I've been a fool for strawberries and cigarettes. Always taste like blue eyes, black jeans, lighters and candy. I've been a fool for strawberries and cigarettes. Always taste like you. Remember when you taught me fate? Said it'd all be worth the wait. Like that night in the back of the cab, when your fingers walked in my hand. Next day, nothing on my phone, but I can still smell you on my clothes. I was hoping that things had changed, but we went right back to your games. Nights and daydreams, sugar and smoke rings. I've been a fool for strawberries and cigarettes. Always taste like you. Headlights on me, racing through 16. I've been a fool for strawberries and cigarettes. Always taste like blue eyes, black jeans, lighters and candy. I've been a fool for strawberries and cigarettes. Always taste like you. And even if I run away, give my heart a holiday. Still strawberries and cigarettes. Always taste like you. You always leave me wanting more. I can't shake my hunger for strawberries and cigarettes. Always taste like you. Yeah, they always taste like you. You. Long nights, daydreams, with that sugar and smoke rings. Always tastes like you. Headlights on me, racing through 16. I've been a fool for strawberries and cigarettes. Always tastes like blue eyes, black jeans, lighters and candy. I've been a fool for strawberries and cigarettes. Always tastes like you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Bradley,
I'm Abby.
And I'm Steven. That was Strawberry and Cigarettes by Troye Sivan.
and today we're going to be doing our film review on Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
I think we can all agree it was pretty bad. All things considered, it was probably one of the worst mistakes in cinematic history.
I wouldn't go that far personally. Like, I don't like
It's
Star
not
Wars.
the room.
I don't
Plus-
like Star Wars as is, but like it's not that bad.
Yeah, okay, but take it from this standpoint. You get from like cult classics like Star Wars Episode 4 and Episode 5. to this horrible mistake of a film that is episode 1, it's not the worst film ever made. From its like predecessors, it is a horrible crash. Like, it's not anywhere near what it should have been for a Star Wars movie.
Oh, definitely. But that's the thing. When it comes to it as a whole, it does actually present some really good aspects to the universe that George Lucas created.
It does, yeah. Like, it presents pod racing. I'll give it that, okay?
Now
Hey,
this is
Darth
pod
Maul.
racing.
Darth Maul is really cool.
Darth Maul
Yes.
was only in that one. Pretty
My
much.
dad did. My dad cosplayed as Darth Maul one year. It was pretty awesome. But anyways.
Well, that's the thing. It also gave a lot more backstory to Darth Vader as that character.
But that's my biggest complaint with the prequel trilogy as a whole. They needed no backstory for Darth Vader. Darth Vader was cool because you knew nothing about him besides he was Luke's father. Once you know, he was this Jedi Master who was really emo, you kind of lose that whole, oh god, this guy's really scary. Now you just know he's an emo kid who they burned alive in a lava pit.
Well, that's the thing. Like, apparently emo kids getting burned alive or whatever is apparently the new cool because they're doing it again. So obviously they did something right at some point.
But, again, even if I ignore the fact that really the backstory in general is useless, Episode 1 was entirely useless for Darth Vader's backstory. It taught us nothing besides, hey, he was a pod racer.
Oh, yeah, but definitely. I think with Episode 1, it wasn't really meant to be a Darth Vader thing. It was more meant to be more Amidala and Obi-Wan type thing.
But
Because
everything...
it shares a lot more backstory as if those two are the biggest main characters in that, other than Qui-Gon Jinn, which was Obi-Wan's master.
But anything they established in that movie, they also re-established in Episode 2 anyways. We already knew that Padme Amidala was a senator and a former politician on Naboo. I think she was the queen. We already knew Obi-Wan was a Jedi Knight. We did not need to get explained to us that he was a Jedi Knight. That backstory was pointless, and that entire movie was a waste besides the super cool lightsaber battle at the end and the pod racing. That's the only things that that redeem the movie. You know?
I mean, I see how in some aspects it was to me, honestly, it was not bad. It was not great by any means, but it wasn't bad simply because it adds a lot more depth to the characters that you see in the original Star Wars, and it still adds on to that universe. It's almost like Iron Man 3, okay? Iron Man 3, we can all know, is disgusting, and it needs to die in a
Actually,
hole.
people really disagree. That's a very controversial movie. Some people actually really love that movie with a passion.
Let him finish what he was saying.
I know, I'm
first
just
of all.
saying.
Okay, fine. Thor: The Dark World,
Okay,
also
there you go. That's a good one.
also starting Natalie Portman. So there's some correlation there. Not saying it's her, but I mean,
No, she's a good actress.
Yeah, she
She's an
is,
actress.
honestly. But that's the thing. If you look at that, it does add more depth to the characters. Like Thor: The Dark World, it added more depth to the MCU, showing you another Infinity Stone. With the Phantom Menace, it shows you Darth Vader as a kid and Obi-Wan still getting trained, and the first Sith Lord that he ever had to come across before you see him in the original trilogy facing off with his old apprentice who is now Darth Vader.
Okay, but none of that backstory we needed. We don't need to know what Anakin's life was like as a kid. We were told in Episode 2 he was a slave. That's all we need. We didn't see him working as a slave that much in Episode 1 at all. We didn't need to know how Obi-Wan... We didn't even see Obi-Wan getting trained any. We just saw him fighting people. The only thing out of that movie that really pointed anything to significance was the soon-to-be Chancellor. Why am I forgetting his name right now?
Palpatine.
Yeah, Palpatine, thank you. Was the soon-to-be Chancellor,
Probably need to wrap it up.
and Darth Maul's fight with Obi-Wan. Those are the only things that were actually required from the movie. Anything else was just pointless fluff. It was basically an hour and a half, 2-hour movie full of filler scenes. That's all it was for Star Wars.
Yeah.
It had no point. It's basically like watching a third episode of Game of Thrones. There's no point in
I
watching
want to
a third
watch
episode.
Game of Thrones. I want to, but I haven't yet. Don't give me spoilers. I will
I won't
choke
give
slam you, kid.
spoilers. I won't give you spoilers.
Okay.
But, hey guys, I got a question for you. What rating would you give Star Wars Episode 1?
5 out of 10.
5 out of 10. Abby, what about you?
7.
7? Really? That's a pretty high rating. I give it a 2 out of 10. It's the lowest rated Star Wars movie you'll ever hear me rate. I will rate Attack of the Clones higher. Okay? So, anyways, Abby, what is our next song?
The next song is Jesse's Girl by Rick Springfield.
Jesse is a friend. Yeah, I know he's been a good friend of mine. But Lately something's changed, it ain't hard to define. Jesse's got himself a girl and I wanna make her mine. And she's watching him with those eyes, and she's loving him with that body, I just know it. And he's holding her in his arms late at night. You know, I wish that I had Jesse's girl. I wish that I had Jesse's girl. Where can I find a woman like that? I'll play along with the charade. There doesn't seem to be a reason to change. You know, I feel so dirty when they start talking cute. I wanna tell her that I love her, but the point is probably moot. 'Cause she's watching him with those eyes, and she's loving him with that body, I just know it. And he's holding her in his arms late at night. You know, I wish that I had Jesse's girl. I wish that I had Jesse's girl. Where can I find a woman like that, like Jesse's girl? I wish that I had Jesse's girl. Where can I find a woman? Where can I find a woman
Still can't sleep on your side. There's your coffee cup, the lipstick stain fades with time. If I could dream long enough, you'd tell me I'll be just fine. I'll be just fine. So I drown it out like I always do, dancing through our house with the ghost of you, and I'll chase it down with the shot of truth, dancing through our house with the ghost of you. Cleaning up today, found that old Zeppelin shirt you wore when you ran away, and no one could feel your hurt. We're too young, too dumb to know things like love, but I know better now, better now. So I drown it out like I always do, dancing through our house with the ghost of you, and I'll chase it down with the shot of truth, dancing through our house with the ghost of you. Too young, too dumb, to know things like love. Too young, too dumb. So I drown it out like I always do, dancing through our house with the ghost of you, and I'll chase it down with the shot of truth, that my feet don't dance like they did with you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Abby, and I'm here with my guest, Zeus.
So guys,
I'm going to be interviewing him about his music. Okay. First question: how did you get into music in the first place?
I always liked music as a kid. It was like my outlet through all my childhood, especially the things I was going through at the moment. It was just my way to speak out, because I would be too scared as a kid to let myself out, so I would do it through music.
Who inspires you?
There's a lot of artists that inspires me, but one that speaks out to most is a rapper. He goes by Fora. I don't know, like I can relate to his music, and his story is so touching. From all the stuff he's been through, where he came from, and how he didn't let that negativity feed him off and break him down. He fed off of that, and he built, and he, it was hard coming up in the industry, and it's still hard. And he coped with that, and it helped him build his fan base and find his name and his sound and everything. Like that inspired me a lot. And, if he could do it, then anybody can do it.
How do you write your music?
I guess whatever's in my mind. I don't really have like this schedule. I'm gonna write this day, whatever. If I'm feeling this day, like I just stuff in my mind going down. Like I would jot some ideas down or write here a line or there, but I wouldn't make a song until there's a day where I'm in the mood of just writing, and it just comes up you can't never just really rush music. You can be, oh, I need to drop this. It just comes, I just use what happens on a day-to-day basis and help it, like, to write music, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but it just comes at the moment. Whatever you feeling, I write down. That's just me. I can't just write something and like that. It takes time. Sometimes, if I'm really in the mood, I'll finish a song maybe or two, but it takes like 1 or 2, 3 days.
What can fans expect from you?
I don't know about that. I don't really got fans. I guess you could say, I got here and there, like people listening through my music. But expect, I don't know, a lot, man. I don't know. I guess like find my own myself. Cause lately I've been in a place where I'm not gonna lie, I have no motivation to do anything. The past couple months and stuff. After the things are just going on in a day-to-day person's life. It's a struggle, especially getting your music out there. It's really hard, and you gotta cope with that. And then also, what happens on your day-to-day life. It just, I guess, expect maybe, I don't know, like, I guess finding myself, like, in general, and stop being that person, I'm happy at this moment, and then I'm not happy again. Just, I guess, expect me to not mature, but to own up to myself and, let things flow and let things just follow in their place.
And a final question. If you could collab with anybody, who would it be?
Oh, this is kind of hard. That's a tough one. There's a lot of good artists out there. I got 4 people in mind that I would probably do. I really like R&B and soul music. That's where I really want to touch at. But also, I'm not that vocal person. I can't really sing or like that. Like, I try or whatever, but they don't really hit. But maybe like some R&B artists, like, this is a new artist. He's still building his following and stuff, like, in the industry. He goes by William Sin. He's a good, amazing R&B singer. Dude, like, that dude goes crazy on his vocals. Maybe Drake, too. I like his vibe. He's very lyrical in places, and he can kind of sing. Fora, of course. He inspired me since the moment I started listening to him. And the one and only J. Cole. He's lyrical. I always looked up to his lyrics, and that helps me, write things, and I learn from him too. But yeah.
Okay, and that's the end of this interview. Thank you for joining me.
You're welcome. All right, guys.
And on to the next song.
Is it alright if I come round? Is it too late if I come now? Will you stay up to figure this out some way? If I stay here, would you come back? If I stay cool, would you be mad? Would you want me if I want you that way? Cause all I can think about is coming over, coming over. All I can think about is coming over, coming over. All I can think about is coming over, coming over, coming over. Isn't it strange? Oh, 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 oh. Isn't it strange? This, oh, 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 oh. Isn't it strange? Oh, oh, oh. Isn't it strange? This, oh, oh, oh. Isn't it strange that every time I look at your name, I'm suddenly high? For you to feel the same, I would do almost anything. I'd give away this, give away that. All of my shoes and all of my hats. All I need's you and a bit of music. All I can think about is coming over, coming over. All I can think about is coming over, coming over. All I can think about is coming over, coming over, coming over. Isn't it strange? Oh, 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 oh. Isn't it strange? This, oh, 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 oh. Isn't it strange? Oh, 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 oh. Isn't it strange? This, oh, 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 oh. 'Cause all I can think about is coming over, coming over. All I can think about is coming over, coming over. All I can think about is coming over, coming over, coming over.
In the spirit of the season, WPPB is participating in 3 parades this year. We have one in Belton on the 1st of December at 3:30. Then the following Saturday, the 8th, we have Piedmont at 11 and Williamston at 3. Come out and support your local community and WPPB The Pulse. We'll see you there.
Baby, you a beautiful stretch. I don't got a cigarette left. I just got a match in the fuse. Burning out, I'ma use it on you. I could really use a distraction. I've been really used to you asking. I could really use a real one. I feel for you, you ain't never feel none. You don't know, we pretend we not know. Molly in the smart water till we go dumb. If it's feeling old, I'ma say it's 'cause we young. Never really mean it when we say we both done, no. Real you ain't show up. Real me ain't grow up. Ain't no real love, ain't no real love. Ain't no real love, ain't no real Yeah, take the blame for the karma. I take the blame for the drama. Take the blame for the jealousy. Take the blame for your enemies. Yeah, I take the blame for the pain, Lord. Take the blame, it ain't the same, Lord. Take the blame for the jealousy. Take the blame for your enemies. I don't even know what to say. Pull her to the crib with some roses. Make him still running down your face. 'Cause you still dealing with emotions. My good intentions go to waste. Getting caught up with the hoses. Yo, whatever happened to the flame? 'Cause me and you was looking like the closest. Yeah, yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm Bradley.
I'm Abby.
And I'm Steven, and I hope you enjoyed our show today.
Our next show is actually going to be really special because it's our Christmas special. So check us out on our website, chillinatthemic.weebly.com.
Or at mypulseradio.com Wednesdays at 6.
Bye-bye!